Ooh,
that's a shot and a half. Look at our beautiful Gotham City.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I love that shot.
It's like we're at an Italian wedding dance floor right now with the smoke machine all over the city.
Or at Palazzo's on Highway 7 back in the day.
Good morning, everybody.
Yeah.
Are you carving
Oh, I
pumpkins?
thought it was a beautiful view of the city.
Okay.
Save the seeds to create a simple, delicious snack. If you haven't tried roasting your pumpkin seeds, now's the time to try. Frankie, I love this, and I never thought of the variety that you did. But before we get to the roasting, Raj is doing the carving.
We're almost there.
Yeah, so this is what every parent will be doing over the next couple days. Will, of course, be carving that pumpkin. Here's a few that I did yesterday, and you can see these are totally carved out at this time. But what's really inside that pumpkin is some glory, and what that glory is inside the pumpkin, and you got it right there,
That
Raj.
is unlike people on TV, thick skin. Holy
yeah, you can see the seeds that you have there. And is there an easy way to get those seeds out of the pumpkin?
Look at that.
Not really. It is a gooey mess that you're going to go through and just use your fingers to try to remove as much of the strings and everything. And with that, you guys don't have to do that. We can describe. A little tip, though, as you get all that goo and you put all the seeds here with the goo in, if you actually, not that much goo. You know, you have to go like this, and you're moving them through, but you're still going to get a little bit of the orange that will be on there, some of the strings. If you float them in cold water and let them soak for a period of time, it'll separate.
Oh,
and
really?
then it's really easy when you strain them that they'll all come out.
How long do you have to let them float for?
You're going to let it for about an hour. Then you're going to pat them dry. It's really key to pat them dry. You can open up the toaster oven that's there. Toaster oven, you're going to preheat it to about 300 to 325. You can use a baking sheet, a cookie sheet. These are the ones that are already pre-done. I like putting them on parchment paper so they don't stick on the bottom. Key to do them, though, is before you're going to be putting them down, take some melted butter. So you take your pumpkin seeds, melted butter, coat them with the melted butter, and then you can put any coating that you want on them. So you can do just a basic sea salt if you want, and these are the sea salt ones, just the traditional sea salt. What I love about pumpkin seeds as well is just their health benefits, and you were talking about it as well.
Oh my gosh, super high in
I want to try
iron, magnesium. They're known to help you sleep, by the way. And Frankie, you are so smart because you made not only the sea salt, I never thought to make sweet as well as savory. This is for the camera to pick up.
So for the easiest one, that's just you're coating with butter, and this is how we'll start with all of them. We'll coat them all with butter, and then we could do different seasonings. This is just the sea salt, so we put the salt down, bake them off. This one here, brown sugar and a little bit of cinnamon, and you're popping that in. You're going to be baking them for about an hour to almost an hour and 15. And then finally on these ones, I did a Cajun one. So I just got a Cajun spice. This is a Cajun spice that I had kicking around the house. But you can even use, you know how there's some of the popcorn coatings that are out there? You can use those, and my kids absolutely love these. A little fact, though, pumpkins didn't originate when it came to jack-o'-lanterns. Do you guys know the first thing that was ever carved?
No.
It was not gourds, it was
rutabagas
or something, wasn't it?
Well, it was the turnip.
Turnip, that's it, turnip.
So we have an image of one. There is one of the first
that's awesome.
Yeah, that's from Ireland.
It looks like a mummified, I don't know, something or other.
Like a mummified child or something.
Yeah, but pumpkins have evolved, and I can't believe the price of these guys. I bought them at my local grocery store and buy them at your garden center, only about $2 to $3. But as well, if you are at this time doing your summer squashes, like your acorn squash and your butternut squash, you know the seeds that you find in there too, you can roast it as well. So there's lots of variation that you can do. Super easy to do. It's going to take you about an hour of time. But this, when you combine it with all the treats the kids have, this is a really good source. And as you were saying, if you're having problems sleeping at night, pumpkin seeds are the way to go.
They're so good.
Can you do anything with these pumpkins?
Well, we're going to carve them.
Yeah. After you've carved them up.
After you carve them, what you can do is
they're not meant for cooking at all.
You're going to add them to you could cook them, but really a cooking pumpkin is the pie pumpkin.
Those small ones,
the small ones. After you're done with these guys, they're going to end up in the compost. They're going to go into organic matter, back to the circle of life, and come back. We could harvest some of the seeds too and dry them out and even re-sow them for next season. But overall, this is a great thing that you can
you leave it sitting? I just leave it sitting in my front yard and let it rot through the winter.
And let it rot through the winter
and get eaten.
The only problem that you're going to have if you leave it for a long duration outdoors is that you will get a smell that's going to come with it. So on those warmer days of winter, really after Halloween, you want to remove them. My kids have a lot of fun where we have a pumpkin smashing competition. So I allow the kids just to go smash them and break things. I have boys, so that's what we do with the boys.
It's the neighbor's pumpkins, but aside from that.
But many municipalities will pick them up, so you put them to the curbside.
And a lot of places have those the nights, November 1st, right? Everybody brings their pumpkins down to the neighborhood and shares them.
And then that ends up into the municipal composting program. And then usually in the spring, you can get free soil from that composting program as well. So it really works out. But
Frankie, so $3.25, I have burned my seeds in the past. So the trick is either coat it like with a fat, with a butter and oil. And then after you sprinkled it, how long did you keep yours in the oven for?
$3.25 for at least an hour. Sometimes it depends on how much, when you were soaking them in water, water. If you dry them well, it would be faster. If they're a little bit too wet, it takes a little bit longer.
Check on them.
Can you just let them
check on
sit?
them.
You have to shake them when they're in there?
You want to shake them when
Every
they're
once
in
in a
there
while.
as well.
Okay.
So there you go.
Thanks, Frankie. That's
Beautiful.
delicious.
Can
So
we
you
get
get a
one?
gorgeous
Yeah.
jack-o'-lantern and a delicious snack while you're trick-or-treating, filled with
Yeah.
protein and nutrition. Good stuff.